Howie pressed his back against the cold metal lockers, trying to stay hidden. His heart beat like a drum in his chest. Something weird was happening in the hallway, and he needed to see what it was. "You got the stuff?" a girl's voice whispered. Howie peeked around the corner. His breath caught in his throat. There was Lila, his ex-girlfriend, handing a small plastic bag to Madison, one of the popular cheerleaders. Madison grabbed it quickly and stuffed it into her backpack like she was hiding a secret treasure. "Sure," Lila hissed, looking around nervously. That's when she saw him. "You. Stalker alert," Madison shouted, pointing at Howie. "Your ex is creeping on you again." Howie felt his face turn red-hot. But he wasn't embarrassed. He was worried. Really, really worried. "Lila," he said, stepping forward. His voice was soft, like he was talking to a scared animal. "Are you okay? You look like you lost a lot of weight." And it was true. Lila used to have round, rosy cheeks and a big smile. Now her face looked thin and tired. Dark circles sat under her eyes like purple shadows. "She's fine," Madison snapped, pulling Lila away from him. "Mind your own business, Howie." But as they walked away, Lila turned back. For just 1 second, Howie saw something in her eyes. Fear? Sadness? He couldn't tell. Then she was gone, disappearing into the crowd of students. Howie stood there, his stomach feeling like it was tied in knots. Something was very wrong, and he was going to figure out what. After school, Howie waited by his mom's car. His little sister Vera was at cheerleading practice, and he was supposed to pick her up. His mom was a doctor at the town clinic, and she always worked late on Tuesdays. He kicked at the small rocks in the parking lot, thinking about Lila. They used to be best friends, the kind of friends who built computers together and stayed up late playing video games. They coded their own game last summer, a space adventure with aliens and laser beams. It was going to be amazing. But then high school started. Everything changed. Lila stopped sitting with him at lunch. She stopped answering his texts. She started wearing makeup and fancy clothes instead of her favorite superhero shirts. The worst part? She became friends with Madison and her group, the same girls who used to pour milk on them in middle school and call them nerdy losers. Howie remembered that awful day. He could still feel the cold milk dripping down his hair, hear the laughter echoing in the cafeteria. Lila had cried all the way home. She made him promise they would always be friends, no matter what. But she broke that promise. A tear rolled down Howie's cheek. He wiped it away quickly. Boys weren't supposed to cry, right? But his heart hurt. Losing your best friend felt worse than any broken bone. "Hey, Howie." His little sister Vera came running up, but she wasn't smiling like usual. Her cheerleading uniform hung loose on her body. "Ready to go?" Howie asked, trying to sound happy. "Yeah," Vera said quietly, looking at the ground. In the car, Howie glanced at his sister. She looked different too. Thinner. Tired. Just like Lila. "Vera, are you feeling okay?" he asked. "I'm fine," she said too quickly. Then she looked out the window, like she didn't want to talk anymore. Howie's worry grew bigger, like a balloon filling up with air in his chest. That evening, Howie decided to do something special. Every month, he and Vera went to their favorite ice cream shop, Giovanni's. It was their tradition, something they never missed. Vera always got chocolate chip mint in a waffle cone, and Howie got double fudge brownie. "1 chocolate chip mint for my favorite and only sister," Howie said with a big smile, handing her the cone. But Vera didn't smile back. She stared at the ice cream like it was a monster. "What's wrong?" Howie asked. "Did you want a different flavor?" "No, I don't want any ice cream," Vera whispered. Howie's smile disappeared. Vera loved ice cream more than anything. This wasn't right. "Vera, come on. Don't tell me you're going to break our monthly tradition now," he said, trying to make a joke. "Just eat your ice cream." Vera's eyes filled with tears. Her bottom lip shook. That's when Howie heard it. Mean laughter from across the shop. Madison and two other cheerleaders sat at a table, pointing at Vera and giggling. Looks like you can't keep the cow away from the dairy farm. Madison shouted loud enough for everyone to hear. The other girls burst out laughing, slapping the table. Howie felt anger burn in his stomach like hot fire. He stood up. Hey, that's not. But Vera grabbed his arm. I'm going to wait in the car, she said, her voice breaking. She ran out of the shop, leaving her ice cream melting on the table. Don't, Vera. Come on. Howie called after her, but she was already gone. He turned to Madison and her friends. Don't listen to them, he wanted to shout. But the words got stuck in his throat. Outside, Howie found Vera sitting in the car, crying. He got in and put his hand on her shoulder. I'm sorry, he said softly. Those girls are mean. You know that, right? You're perfect just the way you are. But Vera didn't answer. She just stared ahead with empty eyes. As they drove home, Howie made a decision. Something bad was happening at school. Something that was hurting people he loved. And even though he didn't know what it was yet, he was going to stop it. He had to. Because that's what big brothers do. They protect their sisters. And that's what real friends do too, even if that friend doesn't want to be friends anymore. Howie looked up at the darkening sky and whispered a promise to himself. I'm going to save them. Both of them. No matter what. He just didn't know how dangerous things were about to become. The secret Lila was hiding was bigger and scarier than he could ever imagine. And time was running out. The next morning at school, something felt very wrong. Howie walked down the hallway and noticed kids running to the bathroom. One girl held her stomach, her face green like she was going to throw up. A boy leaned against the lockers, looking dizzy and weak. What's going on? Howie asked his friend Marcus. I don't know, man. Half the wrestling team called in sick today, Marcus said, scratching his head. It's like everyone caught the same bug or something. But Howie didn't think it was a bug. His detective brain started working, putting puzzle pieces together. All these sick kids. Lila selling something in the hallway. Vera refusing to eat. Something was connecting them all. During lunch, Howie sat alone, like always now that Lila had ditched him. He watched the popular table where Madison, Lila, and the other cheerleaders sat. They were whispering and passing something under the table. Then he saw it. A tiny pill bottle. Each girl took one and swallowed it with her water. They thought no one was watching. But Howie was watching. And his heart started beating faster. Pills, he thought. That's what Lila was selling. But what kind of pills? That afternoon, the principal's voice crackled over the loudspeaker. All students, please report to the auditorium for a mandatory presentation. Everyone groaned, but Howie was actually relieved. Maybe the adults were finally noticing something was wrong. In the auditorium, the school nurse stood on stage with a big screen behind her. Howie's mom was there too. She sometimes came to schools to teach about health because she was a doctor. Good afternoon, students, the nurse began. We've noticed some concerning patterns at our school. Too many of you are getting sick, losing weight too fast, and not eating lunch. Some kids shifted in their seats, looking uncomfortable. Howie's mom stepped forward. She looked serious but kind. Healthy bodies come in all different shapes and sizes, she said. The most important thing isn't a number on a scale. What matters is keeping your body strong and healthy. She clicked to the next slide. It showed pictures of diet pills and weight loss supplements. Any kind of miracle weight loss pill or drug is dangerous, his mom continued. These things can have terrible side effects, throwing up, stomach pain, dizziness, and much worse. Some can even make you very, very sick or hurt your heart. Howie watched Lila. She was sitting 3 rows ahead. Her shoulders got tight and stiff. She stared at her lap, not looking at the screen. If anyone is taking these pills, please stop, his mom pleaded. And if you know someone who is, please tell a trusted adult. We're not here to get anyone in trouble. We're here to keep you safe. After the assembly, Howie tried to catch up with Lila. Lila, wait, he called. She stopped but didn't turn around at first. When she finally faced him, Howie was shocked. She looked so different from the girl he used to know. Her eyes seemed empty, like all the light inside her had gone out. Did you like the presentation? Howie asked carefully. I hope you took what my mom said seriously. I have to go, Lila said coldly. Lila, look, I miss you. I miss who you used to be. Who we used to be, Howie said, his voice cracking with emotion. For just a second, Lila's hard face softened. Howie saw a flash of his old friend, the girl who laughed at his jokes and stayed up late building robots with him. But then it was gone. I've got to go, she repeated and walked away fast. Howie stood there feeling helpless. It was like watching someone drown and not being able to reach them. That night, things got much worse. Howie was in his room doing homework when he heard his mom talking on the phone downstairs. Her voice sounded upset. What do you mean more medication is missing? She said loudly. I thought we fixed this problem. Howie crept to the top of the stairs to listen. The pen injections are gone again, his mom continued. These aren't just any medicines. These are serious drugs that need to be locked up. Someone has been stealing them from the clinic. Howie's blood ran cold. His mom worked at the clinic. Medicine was missing. Lila was selling pills. It all connected. But before he could think more about it, his phone buzzed. It was a text from his mom. Come downstairs now. Emergency. Howie ran down the stairs so fast he almost tripped. His mom stood in the living room, her face white as snow. She was holding her car keys and looked terrified. What's wrong? Howie asked. It's Vera, his mom said, her voice shaking. She's in the hospital. She collapsed at cheerleading practice. The world seemed to stop spinning. Howie felt like someone had punched him in the stomach. What? How? Is she okay? The questions tumbled out of his mouth. I don't know yet. We need to go. Now. His mom grabbed his arm. In the car, Howie's mind raced. His little sister was in the hospital. The same sister who refused to eat ice cream. The same sister who was getting thinner and thinner. No, he thought. Please let her be okay. At the hospital, a doctor led them to Vera's room. She looked so small in the big hospital bed, with tubes connected to her arm and a beeping machine next to her. Vera. Howie rushed to her side. His sister's eyes were open, but she looked weak and scared. I'm sorry, she whispered. I'm so sorry. What happened, sweetie? Their mom asked gently, holding Vera's hand. Vera started crying. The cheerleaders said I needed to lose weight. They said I was too big to be on the team. They said I could never be captain unless I got skinny. Howie felt anger explode inside him like a volcano. Those mean girls did this to his sister. They gave me pills, Vera continued, sobbing. They said everyone on the team was taking them. They said it was no big deal. But then I started feeling sick. Really sick. Everything was spinning, and I couldn't stop throwing up. Their mom closed her eyes, tears rolling down her cheeks. Oh, baby. Who gave you the pills? Howie asked, even though his heart already knew the answer. Vera looked at him with guilty eyes. It was Lila. She's been selling them to everyone. The words hit Howie like a truck. He knew something was wrong. He knew Lila had changed. But hearing it out loud made it real. His best friend, the girl he used to trust more than anyone, had put his sister in the hospital. Where did she get them? His mom asked urgently. This is important, Vera. We need to know. I don't know, Vera said. She just always had them. She said they were safe. She said they were just supplements to help lose weight fast. Howie's mom pulled out her phone and made a call. We have an emergency. I need to speak to the principal right now. While his mom talked to the school, Howie sat next to his sister. He held her hand tight. It's going to be okay, he promised. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to stop her. But inside, his heart was breaking into a million pieces. Lila wasn't just hurting herself anymore. She was hurting everyone. And Howie realized something terrifying. If they didn't stop her soon, someone might die. Tomorrow, he would confront her. Tomorrow, the truth would come out. Tomorrow, everything would change. Howie didn't sleep that night. He sat in the hospital chair next to Vera's bed, watching her breathe. Every beep of the machine made his heart jump. His little sister could have died. All because she wanted to fit in. All because of Lila. Around midnight, his mom came back from talking to the doctors. Her face looked tired and angry at the same time. The pills Vera took weren't regular diet pills, she said quietly. They were stolen prescription medicine from my clinic. Very dangerous medicine that's only supposed to be used by doctors in hospitals. Howie's stomach dropped. You mean? Yes, his mom nodded. Someone has been breaking into the clinic and stealing medications. Whoever is doing this could kill someone. She pulled out her phone and showed him security camera footage. The video showed a dark hallway at the clinic at night. Then a small figure appeared, sneaking through the shadows. When the person turned around, Howie saw the face clearly. Lila. She's been coming to the clinic with me after school, his mom explained. She must have memorized the door codes. Howie felt sick. Lila had used her brain for something terrible. We're going to the school first thing in the morning, his mom said firmly. This ends tomorrow. The next day, Howie walked into school with his mom beside him. Students stared as they marched down the hallway. Then Howie saw her. Lila stood at her locker, looking at her phone. She seemed tired, with dark circles under her eyes. Lila! Howie called out. She looked up, and when she saw him and his mom, her face went white. We need to talk, Howie said. I have to go to class, Lila stammered. But other people appeared. The principal. The school security guard. 2 police officers. Lila looked around like a trapped animal, her eyes wide with fear. Lila Harper, the principal said. Please come with us. What? Why? Lila's voice shook. We know everything, Howie's mom said. We found the security footage. We know you've been stealing medications and selling them to students. All the color drained from Lila's face. Students in the hallway stopped to watch. Whispers spread like wildfire. No, Lila said weakly. That's not. I didn't. Then Madison and 2 other cheerleaders came running down the hall, looking panicked. Lila sold them to us. Madison shouted. She's the one. It's all her fault. Lila's face crumpled. She looked at all the people surrounding her, former friends blaming her, police officers, and Howie, her old best friend who she had betrayed. You're right, she said quietly. I did it. I stole the medicine. I made the pills. I sold them. Everyone gasped. Why? The principal asked. Why would you do something so dangerous? Tears rolled down Lila's cheeks. Because I was tired of being invisible. Do you know what it's like to be called a nerd and a loser every single day? To have milk poured on your head while everyone laughs. She looked at Madison. You made my life miserable for years. Then I figured out that if I could help people lose weight fast, they would like me. Suddenly, everyone wanted to be my friend. For the first time in my life, I was popular. Howie stepped forward. His heart hurt listening to her. Lila, he said softly. I always saw you. I was always your friend. Lila looked at him, fresh tears spilling down her face. You're right, those girls were mean to us, Howie continued. But we had each other. We had real friendship, the kind where people like you for who you really are. He took a deep breath. I liked you when you were coding games with me. I liked you when you wore your superhero shirts. Real friends don't care about how you look. Real friends care about your heart. And you had the biggest heart of anyone I knew. Lila sobbed. I'm so sorry, Howie. I just wanted to be liked. I wanted to matter. You always mattered, Howie said. You just forgot. The principal cleared his throat. Lila, you put students in the hospital. You're expelled, and there will be criminal charges. Lila nodded. I know. I deserve it. As the police officers led her away, she looked back at Howie one last time. I'm sorry I threw away the best friend I ever had, she whispered. 2 weeks later, Vera came home from the hospital. She was getting better every day, eating healthy meals and smiling again. The school held a special assembly about body image and bullying. Madison and her friends were suspended. Howie's mom installed better security at the clinic. Howie visited Lila once at the detention center. Why did you come? Lila asked, tears in her eyes. Because real friends don't give up on each other, Howie said. You made a huge mistake. But I remember who you used to be. And I think that person is still in there. Lila cried. I don't deserve your friendship. Maybe not, Howie agreed. But when you get out and get help, maybe we can start over. Something new. Something better. I'd like that, Lila whispered. As Howie left, he thought about everything that had happened. Lila had wanted so badly to be liked that she forgot the most important thing. You need to like yourself first. Being popular doesn't matter if you hurt people to get there. Having a million fake friends isn't worth losing one real friend. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is be yourself, even when the world tells you that you're not enough. Because you are enough. You always were. A message for you. Dear reader. Your worth isn't measured by how you look or how popular you are. If someone tells you that you need to change yourself to be liked, remember. Real friends love you exactly as you are. Your body is amazing just the way it is. Diet pills and weight loss drugs are dangerous. They can hurt you or kill you. If you or someone you know is taking diet pills, being bullied, or feeling pressure to lose weight, please tell a trusted adult right away. Talk to your parents, a teacher, or a school counselor. Remember, you are beautiful exactly as you are. Your real friends will love the real you. Being yourself is the bravest thing you can be. Don't be like Lila. Don't make dangerous choices just to fit in. Be like Howie. Stand up for what's right and be a real friend. You matter. You are loved. You are enough. Always choose kindness. Always choose health. Always choose to be you.